I'm Dr. Murli Rao, Professor and Chairman of the Department of Psychiatry at Loyola University in Chicago. As we are facing COVID-19, we generally have three questions on our minds. What makes this pandemic of our lifetime so unique? How contagious is it? How lethal it is? So we are all anxious and scared about this pandemic we are facing. Yes, it's that fear. The oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear. And the oldest and strongest kind of fear is the fear of the unknown. That's actually a quote from American author H.P. Lovecraft. Let's try to answer the first question. Let's see how infectious or contagious this virus is. I'm sure many of you have seen the 2011 movie Contagion about a worldwide pandemic of a new virus. There you might have heard the word or the term used R0, which is pronounced as R0. What it means, it's a reproduction number to describe how infectious a disease outbreak is. These numbers are estimated, which characterizes both pandemics and large outbreaks, including the 2003 SARS pandemic, 2009 H1N1 influenza pandemic, and the 2014 Ebola, which was an epidemic that occurred in West Africa. So the reproduction number represents basically the maximum epidemic potential a virus or a pathogen has. It describes what would happen if an infectious person were to enter a fully susceptible community. Whereas the effective reproduction number depends on the population susceptibility. Please note the word susceptibility. So the lethality depends on the susceptibility of the population, along with how lethal the virus is. In this video clip, it graphically shows how the infection spreads unchecked in a susceptible population. Now let's look at some of the ROs or R0s, reproduction numbers for various conditions we know of. For measles, it's quite high. The number is somewhere between 12 and 18. For common flu or influenza, which is less infectious, the RO or R0 ranges from 2 to 3. For SARS pandemic in 2003, the scientists estimated the original reproduction number was 2.75. For coronavirus, the estimated number is somewhere between 2.2 and 3.5. If this is accurate, this makes the 2019 corona epidemic more infectious, this virus more infectious than that caused the 2018 Spanish pandemic, which had a reproduction number of 1.8, which was the deadliest known pandemic that killed about 100 to 200 million people. If that population were to be of today's population, they estimate the number could have been as high as 300 million. So coronavirus clearly is very aggressive in its spread. Now the third question, how lethal is it? What about the lethality? It's about 1 to 3%, which means other 97 to 98% of people infected will recover. So this next clip is about what's the effect of quarantine? What does it do in controlling the spread, or what they call as flattening the curve? I hope Knowing these facts, accepting and dealing with the reality that we are facing in all possible ways we can should give us some hope amidst all this what's going on around us. Thank you.